All right, I think we're live. Let me just move the waiting screen. There we go. What's up, everybody? Hope you have an amazing day today. If it's morning, noon, or afternoon, I would like to wish you a very good day today. Hopefully, it's sunny where you live. Currently, it's raining like hell here. And I hope we are never going to have any sort of power issues or internet issues or anything like that. Hopefully, Yuli will cover for me. But I think we'll be all good. So, again, welcome to the lab edition of getting to know what's happening within David Tech. First and foremost, guys, most important would be the disclaimer: we're not financial advisors. We are just trying to debunk the market with the tools available, and if they are none available, we're actually building them, which is great. If you're getting approached by somebody claiming to be a team member and asks you to donate or to pay for an elite group or some amazing strategy which is private or something like that, that's 100% not us. If you wish to speak with a David Tech official, just join the Discord, get into the general chat and ask for help, and I'll be more than happy to help you with your questions or issues if there are any. If you have any questions through the live stream, I'll be more than happy to answer them to you. Let me make sure that we are actually sharing the screen correctly. Yes, we are actually sharing correctly. So if you have any questions, guys, at the end, we're going to also have a dedicated Q&A session. So just drop them in the comments, or if you wish to join directly within Discord, just there you go. That's the link, discord.gg/davidtech. It's also available within the description if that gets out of the screen. And yeah, more than happy to have some live questions if you wish to contribute as well towards the topic that's in talk as well. You are more than invited. Today's agenda today would be 10th of June, no, not 9th of June. There we go. Quick fix right there. The agenda, as you might be familiar, we have the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday so far. Today, since it's Wednesday, it's a strategy release day. We are going to revisit the Monday indicator, and of course, my colleague right here, Yuli, he'll be converting that to a very simple strategy. He's going to explain you in just a couple of moments. And also, as of the day of the week, we are going to shift between a new indicator release, some updates about the lead backtesters on Tuesday, and also some updates on my local backtester and some other projects that I've been working in the background, which I do hope I have another one ready for you guys as of next week, but I won't promise. It's either next week or in the next 2 weeks, another new project which I've been working on for a couple of months already. Hopefully it's going to be ready. And of course, back again in exactly 1 week with the strategy revisit of the Monday video. Let me just see if we're actually recording. Yes, we're recording and doing great. Without further talking, guys, I would like to introduce you Yuli. He's an electrical engineering teacher. He's been teaching that in the Eastern EU for a couple of years already. And he's also part of our community since about January, February, and he's developing indicators within PineScript, within TradingView. He's developing strategies as well based on the indicators that he has been building. A lot of very interesting concept indicators. Some of them were never been released before, like some more advanced concepts, some more advanced mathematical concepts or engineering ones. I believe he's going to explain it better than I do at any moment. So without further ado, Yuli, how are you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well.
Hi Vlad, hi everyone. All good for today. Excited to present you the results. We'll start from bad to better, you know.
Sorry for rushing.
Yeah, let me share my screen. Please tell me if you can see it.
Just one moment. Let me shift
Yes.
the interest to that as well. Let me see. Discord.
All good?
All good, sir. Please proceed.
Good. Okay, so before we start, I have two observations. The first one is that I have a child outside who is playing with his imaginary car. Please let me know if it's too loud. I will close my window.
It's all
Um,
good.
Otherwise, I hope the sound is good. The
Perfect.
second thing before we start, it's related to the Algo Lab room in the Discord. So yeah, we have begin with this room. I already posted some messages. Check it out. I will try to firstly to cover what we have built already, maybe with the links, maybe some other explanations. I don't know. We'll see in time, but yeah, definitely the links will be shared there, and by every week we will give the messages regarding what we are building in that moment. Good. So now, as you know, if there are also newcomers, so by every week on Monday, we are introducing a new indicator. We have a presentation where we try to understand uh, how that indicator was built, starting from the core idea. So, what was the research? What was the algorithm or the method used for the indicator? After that, we have an easy way to understand the logic flow of the indicator, and of course the math behind it. So how we actually built it. The idea of this presentation, I hope that when you'll start playing around with what we have built so far, these presentations should help you to better understand the engine of the indicator, how to use it, where to use it, how to tune it, and so on. So yeah, by Wednesday we are coming back with another idea where we are converting that indicator into a very simple strategy. We just take profit and stop loss. Here we are aiming for two objectives. So the first one, of course, is to see how the indicator performs by itself. So without other indicators involved, or even with a complex strategy. So yeah, we just want to see the results of the indicator on different markets, different time frames. I'm always trying to cover um, many directions to say so. Beside that, we are also going through all of the inputs to have like a short description of them and how to tune them, maybe some tips. And yeah, so that's the idea. Let's see. So we have our volatility normalized momentum score. Here I have the strategy. Maybe I can try to do this first. So what we have seen on Monday, our indicator. So here is how it looks in the trading view platform. We can see our main line. We can see the threshold. Because it is moving up and down, it means we have enabled the adaptive threshold, and we can see the value changing around, the buy and sell tags, and of course the dead zone that we have discussed. Okay, now let's get back to the strategy and let's turn on the inputs. So, as we already said in other presentations, I like to highlight this that we are still trying to improve our indicators, our strategies, the visuals, the UX, and so on. So you can see that uh, inputs are grouped based on some sections that gives you the idea on what those group of inputs will do. Also, every input has a tooltip with like a short description, how to tune it and min max and default value. And another interesting thing is that when you are enabling or disabling some features, you can see those lines are becoming disabled, or you are unable to change it. So yeah, it should help you to play around with this indicator even without the presentations on Monday, Wednesday, and so on. So yeah, it should be straightforward and easy to understand. Now, let's start with what every input does. So, of course, firstly, we start with the core engine section. So this is the score construction section. We have three inputs. The first one and the most important is the core window. By default, you can see it's set on 24. It can go from 5 to 100. This input is related to the look back used for mean close to close slope return and realized volatility. Basically, it defines the main volatility normalized drift window. Higher values will give you more stable score, fewer flips, and of course, slower adaptation, while lower values give you a faster adaptation and more signals, but of course, more noise as well. As a tip, if you want, lower this first when the strategy reacts too late, maybe raise it when the score changes direction too often. The next input we have is the core smooth. So this is the EMEA smoothing applied to the raw volatility normalized drift before bounding it into the signed score. So a higher value will give you a smoother score and fewer one bar reactions. Lower values will give you faster score turns, earlier entries, and more false starts. As a tip, increase this when signals come from brief spikes, reduce it when entries lags too much. And the last input of this section, we have the score compression, which controls how strongly the raw core metric is compressed into the -1 to +1 score range. So higher value means softer score movement and fewer extreme readings, while lower values means stronger score extremes and easier threshold interaction. You can tune this after you finished with the core window and core smooth. Maybe lower values will make the thresholds easier to reach, while higher values make the score more conservative. The next section we have the signal policy, which is related to entries, density, and rearming. So here another very important input that we have seen in other indicators as well. We have the threshold. This is the main signed score level required to start the raw signal event. Buy markers requires a score above the positive threshold, while sell signals require a score below the negative threshold. Higher values will give you fewer, stronger signals, while lower values means more frequent and earlier signals, but of course more noise as well. You can use this as the main trade frequency control, change it before touching advanced filters. Uh, since I already mentioned the filters, I would suggest for you when you are start to tune this indicator to turn off every filter, set up the core engine, and after that just try to add one by one and see if it gives you better results. After the threshold, we have the dead zone. So this is the neutral zone around zero. The engine treats scores inside this area as neutral and can reset same side rearming there. Higher values, more neutral filtering and fewer repeated trades. Lower values, faster reentry and more sensitive. You can raise this when repeated weak signals happen around zero, or lower it when clean continuations are blocked after a reset. Next, we have the signal cooldown bars. So this is the minimum bars required between accepted raw signal events. Higher values, fewer clustered signals and slower reentry. Lower values, more frequent reentry after a previous signal. Increase on noisy lower time frames. Reduce this when the strategy, I don't know, under trades, clean continuation moves. The next we have signal confirm bars. So this is the number of completed bars the score must remain beyond the active entry threshold before a raw signal is accepted. So a higher value will give you stricter confirmation and later entries, while lower values will give you earlier entries with more false starts. So raise this when threshold taps fail often, lower it when good breakouts are detected too late. And the last one, we have the rearm. By default is set on true. So this input blocks repeated same side signals until the score resets through neutral or an opposite signal appears. Higher value, if this is enabled, you will have this kind of behavior. So you should keep it on most of the time for cleaner live charts, or turn it off only if you, I don't know, intentionally want repeated same side raw entries, and also this will control noise with cooldown and risk after. The next we have the adaptive threshold. So here, of course, we have the toggle button to turn it on and off. You can see we have turn it on for this setup. So the first input, we have the threshold length. This is the look back used to estimate recent absolute score behavior for the adaptive threshold. Higher values, slower, more stable threshold adaptation. Lower values, faster adaptation, but more threshold movement. Raise this for higher time frames or smoother assets. Lower it for fast crypto markets that change regime quickly. After that, we have the threshold multiplier. So this one adds extra threshold distance based on recent score variability. Higher value will give you a stricter adaptive threshold and, of course, fewer trades, while lower values means more permissive adaptive threshold and more trades. Raise this when the adaptive mode still overtrades volatile chop. Lower it when it blocks too many valid moves. And the last two, we have the threshold min and max. The first one is related to the lower bound for the adaptive entry threshold. Higher value means a stricter minimum threshold. Lower value means more permissive adaptive behavior in quiet regex. You should keep above the dead zone most of the time in order to be counted by the engine. You can raise it if adaptive mode becomes too loose. And the last one, we have the threshold max. So this is the upper bound for the adaptive entry threshold. Higher values allows very strict adaptive threshold in noisy conditions. Lower values caps strictness, so signals are not overly suppressed. Lower it if adaptive mode goes to silent, or raise it if volatile chop still causes too many signals. And now, so this is the core engine of the indicator, and after that we have just optional filters that are working very good with this engine. So the first one, we have the optional filter related to the regime. Here we can set the regime length. So this is the EMEA length used for the regime filter. Higher values will give you slower, broader trend permission and fewer flips, while lower values give you faster regime changes and more signals. Increase it when counter trend noise hurts your results, or maybe reduce it when entries are too late after trend changes. Beside that, we have the minimum log distance, uh, which comes from the regime EMEA required before alignment passes. So higher values requires price to be farther from the EMEA before permission is granted, and lower values allows signals closer to the EMEA boundary. You can raise these to avoid signals at the EMEA chop zone, and maybe keep near zero for faster regime permission. Sorry for a second.
You all
Sorry,
right,
I have.
Yuli?
Yeah. I said sorry for a second. I have dropped my phone.
Oh, no problem. Please
Sorry.
continue.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. After that, we have the regime persistence. If we want to enable it, by default is set to a true value, so it is enabled. This requires regime alignment to persist for several bars before passing. So higher value on the regime persistent bar. So when you turn this on, you have the regime persistence bars, which is related to the number of consecutive bars that we talked about. So higher value will give you a cleaner but later regime permission, while lower values give you faster but noisier regime permission. Raise it when EMEA boundary flips cause losses, lower it when trend changes are recognized too late. After that, we have another optional filter related to the score slope. So here we have two inputs, the slope lookback and the slope minimum delta. The first one means the bars used to measure score slope delta. So higher value give you smoother, slower slope confirmation. Lower values give you faster slope confirmation with more sensitivity. Increase it when slope flips too quickly, lower it when slope confirmation delays entries. And the minimum delta. This is related to the minimum score change required in the trade direction. So higher value will give you stronger directional movement required and fewer trades. Lower values means weaker slope accepted and of course more trades. Raise it when entries happen on flat score behavior. Keep it at zero when threshold confirmation is already strict enough. After that, we have the volatility activity filter. Again, we can see the toggable button. For this setup, is set on off. Here you'll have two inputs, the EMEA length, which is the baseline moving average length for realized volatility comparison. Higher value will give you smoother baseline and slower activity changes, and lower values will give you faster baseline reaction and more sensitivity. Increase this for higher time frames, lower it for fast assets where volatility regimes change quickly. And the volatility minimum ratio. This is the minimum current volatility divided by baseline volatility required when the volatility filter is on. So this happens only if you enable the filter. Higher value will give you a stricter activity requirement and, of course, fewer trades. Lower values will give you more permissive activity filter and more trades. Raise it when signals fire before a real movement begins. Lower it when valid moves are blocked in inactive markets. And the last filter, we have the anti-extension one. Here we have two inputs again. So we have the extension length, uh, which is related to the look back used to measure recent extension from past close to current close. So a higher value will detect you better the signal, and the lower value will focus on shorter recent stretches. Praise this on higher time frames, lower it when late entries come immediately after short bursts. And the extension max score, which is the maximum normalized same direction extension allowed before a signal is blocked. So a higher value means more permissive anti-extension filter and more continuation signals. Lower values, you'll get stricter anti-chase behavior and fewer late entries. Lower this when entries appear near exhaustion, raise it when the filter blocks too many valid trend continuation. So yeah, this is what we wanted to discuss about the inputs. You now have, let's say, some kind of types and tricks, and I hope you better understand how to use this indicator. Um, from not so long, I want to keep this logic on building indicators, so to have like the core engine and everything that adds to that engine that will enhance it to be like just optional. So based on your market, based on your I don't know, of your mix of indicators, or no, or maybe on your strategy, to be able to turn it off and on all the other features. So yeah, beside that, we have of course the take profit and the stop loss, which is related only for the strategy build. We are on Bitcoin, 45 minutes for 2 years of trading, to say so. So maybe I guess you already saw some of the setups that I made on the inputs. What I would maybe highlight for this is that the volatility activity filter is turned off and everything else is turned on. Also, we have turned on the adaptive threshold. So let's let's see the results for this. So we have a profit of approximately 150%. Not great, not terrible compared with what we have seen before on other indicators, at least. But yeah, it's a good result after all. Maximum drawdown around 21%. Keep in mind that every time I set up this kind of strategy, I am starting with a 40% order size and of course the commission. And after that, when the drawdown is too low, I am trying to, let's say, simulate the leverage by just increasing the order size. So yeah, keep in mind that we have increased this order size to keep in the, let's say, the acceptable drawdown interval of the community. Total trades 258. Not so bad. I mean, for just 2 years, we have some trades. Only 100 of them are winning trades. So definitely, it keeps us some room for improvement for the bad ones. And of course, since we have let's say a big number of trades, we can apply maybe other indicators, other filters, or another strategy to keep only the good one. Win rate around 40%, and the profit factor 1.28, quite low, but yeah, still a positive result. Let's see. Let's turn off the buy and hold. So let's see the equity curve compared with Other indicators I really like on this equity curve that it's starting to work quite fast, so it doesn't have that diesel starting, as I like to say. So in just about 2 months, this indicator already gives good result. We can see this nice slope. It's increasing quite fast. And yeah, overall, after that, it's very consistent. Maybe we have some drawbacks from here to there, but yeah, nothing so special. It already hit a peak here. So yeah, overall the equity curve looks nice. I really like that this indicator started to work very fast, and that is consistent overall. Let's see the benchmarking. So maximum values comparable, we are quite there. However, our current value is like 5 times better than the buy and hold. And the minimum values, let's say, not not really so different. So -2% compared with -14. Yeah. Uh, Overall, we can say that we should definitely want to be on this side compared with the just the buy and hold. I also, if I remember well, let me see. I have tried some other markets, some other time frames. I think on Solana I had some good results on the same setup. Okay, so with the same setup, this indicator seems to work better on Solana 2 hour time frame, better than the Bitcoin 45 minutes. So with let's say 7% higher maximum drawdown. However, for this one, we should definitely lower it. So maybe let's try to see it like this, and after that we can discuss it. Let's say it like that. So yeah, for the same setup, you can see that the indicator still works. I also have tried something else. Let me see on AVA. I think it was the next one. Also on 2 hours. Again, the drawdown is 30%, but if we lower it a little bit, we'll be around 100 and something. Let's see it like this, maybe 80, something like that. Yeah, we can still lower it. Let's Okay, so around 100% for the same setup. This is quite nice to see that the indicator works on different markets and also different time frames. I have tried also on Bitcoin, so let's go back to our previous setup. So the Bitcoin on 45 minutes. I was curious if I can get better results or at least a different behavior with the same indicator on the same market, but on different time frames. So as you can see, for now we are again on Bitcoin, but on a 2 hour time frame. Let's see the setup. So again, you can see what we have set on the inputs. This time we kept the fixed threshold, so the adaptive one is turned off, and also you can see all the filters are turned on. I also forgot to mention on the other strategy, the take profit and stop loss, but I think you have seen them. So for this one, we have a 2.3 take profit and 1.4 for the stop loss. Let's turn off the buy and hold and see the results. So this time we are on a profit of plus 200 and approximately, let's say 260%. So almost let's say doubled than the previous one on 45 minutes. Here I have encountered how I like to say it, like a problem. It's not really a problem. We want to have a lower drawdown.
Wow.
So I already mentioned that I'm using the order size to simulate the leverage, but here you can see I have hit the cap of this and still on 12% of the drawdown. So yeah, uh,
Very good.
yeah, I could say that that on this setup, the leverage it's a must. It will work
Not
really good
financial
on the short.
advice, though.
Yeah, that's true. Win rate 50%, not bad at all. Total trades 257. Not so many trades over a period of 5 years. Still, it it keeps us uh, room for some improvements. But yeah, overall there aren't so many trades. However, profit factor for this setup definitely better than the previous one, 1.52. Let's also see the equity curve. So we see some bad trades in the beginning. So definitely we can enhance this indicator with some other indicators or maybe with a complex strategy or just stop it until it warms up and keep it after. So yeah, the beginning doesn't look so great. After that, we can see again the same behavior, the rising slope, which looks nice and keeping consistent in the end, with also not big drawdowns, to say so. So yeah, overall the equity curve looks nice. Definitely needs some improvements in the beginning. Let's also check the benchmarking. So again, maximum values quite comparable. Our current value is, let's say,
Wow.
doubled.
Beating
So
Bitcoin
yeah,
in 2 hours. That's very, very
yeah,
good.
yeah. I forgot that we are on Bitcoin. So yeah, yeah. It's
Wow.
it gives me hard time to beat this Bitcoin.
True. True.
So yeah, now that you mention,
It's
yeah, we are
perfect.
not on the bad
Double.
side. Yeah, doubled
Yeah.
on the
Twice as
current
much.
and also the minimum values,
Wow.
which are better. I mean, minus 10% compared with minus 50. Yeah, this one really hurts.
Hmm.
So yeah, also a nice setup. Let's check the other one. So here
Wow.
we are on Gala, 45 minutes. Let's check again the setup. So you can see what I have used for this strategy. Again, the adaptive threshold is turned off. The other filters are on, with an exception for the volatility activity filter, which is also turned off. Take profit 3%, quite okay as a value for what I am used to. However, the stop loss, you can see it's set on 2%, is not so extreme. But yeah, it's higher than default values, to say so. Let's see the results. So we are on positive 500%. This is really great to have. I mean, not on so many indicators we have seen this kind of value. Also, keep in mind that we are using a very simple strategy. We just take profit and stop loss. So yeah, this looks quite good. Maximum drawdown 16%, let's say quite lower than the community acceptable interval. But again, we have hit the maximum value of order size and we can't go higher than that. Win rate again from 40 to 50%. So this is good. It's quite consistent on different markets and different time frames. We are around 50% win rate. here 251 trades over a period of 2 years. So yeah, for this for this situation, we can say it's quite better. I mean, we are not on 5 years with the same number of trades. We are just on 2 years. So definitely there is some room for improvement. Profit factor, a nice value, 1.85. So yeah, this one looks quite better. Let's check also the equity curve, turn of the buy and hold. Um, so again, this indicator on this setup start to perform quite good even from the beginning, not with big numbers, but yeah, it's starting very good. However, you can see for a quite long period of time, it keeps this very low bracing slope to say it like that. Quite consistent on this period, but yeah, with not so big values. After that, it goes on this ramp and keeps better and better after every month. So yeah, uh,
Still good.
yeah, it looks interesting. I don't think we have seen this kind of behavior on other indicators. So yeah, let's maybe compare with buy and hold as well. Maybe it would be interesting to have it. So yeah, we are on the winning area here, and yeah, after that we are just winning. It's nice that here the buy and hold just drops and ours is just getting better, like multiplied with that slope. Yeah,
The other
interesting,
way around.
interesting. Yeah. Let's see also the benchmarking. So definitely we are beating this more than 3 times on the maximum value. The current value, I don't think we have to discuss it. I mean, it's 500 compared with minus 90%. So definitely we want to be on this side. Minimum value 0% compared with minus 90. So yeah, overall, this setup looks great. Gala 45 minutes. Also, I think I tried something here. It was on ERB, if I remember well. Let me see. Oh, yeah, not so such a big number, but I think on this one, yeah, on this one I have
Okay.
something great. So 200%, 20% to drawdown, not so many trades. Oh, okay, we are on 1 year. So yeah, the number of trades is quite good. Profit factor 1.63. It is losing in the beginning, but after that, yeah, it's increasing fast, keeps consistent for a period of time. And after that, increasing again, and yeah, maybe let's see what is it is doing in the end. Benchmarking, yeah, uh, we shouldn't compare this. Uh, we are definitely in the blue team. So yeah,
Blue team.
this
Okay.
this is yeah, this is what I have prepared for today. So we have seen different kind of markets, different time frames, different setups. I don't remember if I showed you also the setup for this one. No, I showed the 3 and 2. Um, so yeah, it looks promising. You should definitely test it before going live trading. I mean, like the trading concept itself, it's quite risky, and you have to, measure twice, cut once, as we like to say in the engineering domain. Um, so yeah, give it a try, play around with it, try it on different markets, different time frames, let it for back test, forward test, and after that, maybe go for the live chats. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vlad. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you.
Awesome work, Yuli. Congratulations. I
Thank
mean,
you.
the second chart was, again, one of the very best, I suppose. Uh, yeah, speechless. Again, very, very good job. Just a very simple indicator. And not really very simple indicator, a very simple strategy with a complex indicator, I would like to call it, because I don't know, have you seen this indicator before over TradingView? For example, if you search the concept behind it over TradingView, does it show anything or
Uh, yeah, there are, let's say, simple versions
okay?
and not so. Yeah, you can see some indicators that play around with this volatility extension, but yeah,
Mm,
they don't go that far.
okay, okay, that's good enough. Fair enough. I mean, we are the fearless ones here, playing with the more dangerous, more difficult ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's pure research, you know. It's you are researching not in the idea that you'll get immediately some kind of results. You are researching just because in time you will be able to discover something
That's
better and better
science.
that it. Yes, exactly,
That's
exactly.
silence in a couple of words right there.
Yeah,
Awesome. Let me just share my
thank
screen
you.
back. Also, you have a couple of hello messages from Soperator and a couple of other people over YouTube as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed Yuli's presentation. If you have any questions for him, we also have a Q&A session at the end. Let me just share back my screen very, very quickly. There we go. Back at it. So, I believe that's pretty much it, guys, with the main topics for today and also this week. Make sure to join the next week ones as well. Monday, again, a new indicator from Yuli, the whole concept back at it again. Tuesday, also have daily backtesters and the new projects update that David Tech has been working on, and also the strategy release over Wednesday. Also, guys, if you're not aware, we also had a very recent Discord refresh where you can actually find Yuli and ask him questions directly over Discord. It's right here, the algo minus lab slash bullisher. Just drop a question and he'll be more than happy to answer to you. Also, we have some other dedicated chats as well. For example, if you have any question about Trade Harbor or you wish to learn more about the one of the best dashboards, in my opinion, in the game, made around with Levitech in mind, Trade Harbor by Fishing is the right place to be. If you wish to learn a little bit more about trading with bots from somebody which was and is successful, I mean, he's been killing it. I'm going to speak a little bit later about it as well. You also have the When Moon chat with Reed, if you get the joke about When Moon. So, any questions, guys, feel free to drop them in the comments and inside the chat zone over Discord in a matter of performance updates. Again, like I said earlier, we are in the very best league of traders, copy traders, and whatsoever. Also, some of our members have been notified that they are in the top 1% traders. For example, Fishing, the creator of Trade Harbor, has been notified that he's in the top 1.3% traders, which is amazing. We also have, again, Reed coming in with the copy trading. Bots are based on David Tech. Bots killing it, was killing it, still will kill it, in my opinion. Feel free to check them out. They also have different challenges on running different portfolios. You can watch them live over tradeharbor.com.au/whenmoon and also Fishing. He also has a $1,000 challenge on which you can watch it live developing. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. Let me make sure that there is no questions left. Again, I would like to salute everybody inside Discord, Alex Z, Yuli, of course, Chris Wayne 3, Labelin Blue as well, and of course, our good old friend Soperator. Hope everybody is doing well. Also, the 25 people over YouTube, X, and Twitch. Let me just drop you guys the Discord link if you wish to join our next session on Monday. you are more than welcome to also join within Discord. And yeah, the more people in the conversation, the better. All right. I believe that's pretty much it, guys, for today and for this week. It was an amazing week. We had, of course, the release of Claude Fable 5, which is a Mythos level AI chatbot, AI pretty much whatsoever, because they are no longer chatbots. They are also very, very good in agentic coding and developing and whatsoever. So we are way beyond the chatbots era. And also, guys, very important, David just released a video about 1 hour ago. Make sure, guys, to give it a like, a comment, and yeah, I believe that's pretty much it, guys, for today and for this week. If you wish to get hold of me, Yuli, and a couple of other very good members, which I mentioned a little bit earlier, just make sure to join our Discord server, discord.gg/davidtech. We are here for you if you have any questions whatsoever about trading, AI. It's our domain for the last couple of months with AI and for the last couple of years with crypto trading. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you over Monday. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Vlad. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you very much, Yuli. Goodbye, everyone.